Hi guys, it's Cassidy, and I'm going to talk about something I really think is important today. So we are going to talk. So yesterday, I tried to make a video about something I'm extremely passionate about, and so, long story short, I can't even stand to try to edit it because my mouth and my words are off. So, I'm not going to be one of those big bitches and just be like, this is my first time trying this. I'm actually going to take off my glasses because of that glare, though. But so, essentially what I made my video about was protecting yourself as a girl. But I also included that anyone can take these tips and tricks for life to protect yourselves. Because in the past week, I've been told by at least 3 people, it must suck to be a girl. And you want to fucking know what? It kind of does suck to be a fucking girl sometimes, but it's fucking amazing at the same time. So, I guess I'm just gonna go into this and try to make this as amazing as I did the other day because I went on a 20-minute rant about it. So, why don't we just get into this bullshit? So, what brought up this conversation was my coworker asked me why I parked so far away. And it's because at night when I close up, I work on kind of a sketchy corner, like very well probably nothing will happen to me, but I'm a scared ass bitch and I like to protect myself because through the years I've been known to put myself in situations I really shouldn't have. So I guess I will be sharing my knowledge with you. So the reason why I park on the street is because there are people on the street. There are not people in the dark corner of my store. So if I go straight from my door to my car door, yeah, I'm out of there faster. But if something were to happen, no one would see it from the street. And I don't have 2 stores on the sides of me. They're both empty. The other ones, one is open all night and nobody's checking for me in there. The other one closes the same time I do. They're not checking for me either. They want to go the fuck home. So, what do? I park on the part where 2 big ass streets are so that if, God forbid, something happens, someone would at least see it. So, that's my logic right there. So, if you can, ladies, don't park in sketchy places when you work, because fuck, or men too, don't park in a sketchy place, someone might fucking stab you, like, I don't know, like, nobody knows, and that's why we have to protect ourselves, and we can't just be like, I'm fucking invincible. So that brings me to, like, my next thing. So, when I'm on my way to my car, it doesn't matter where the fuck I am, I have my keys, and let me see if I have my keys here somewhere. My keys are not currently available, but pretend these lighters and this, like, tweezer is my keys, so imagine you're walking to your car with your keys like this. It's, like, obviously, it's not the best deterrent, and I've read somewhere it's not, like, the best thing to do, but, like, if they're near you, if they're far away from you, it doesn't do anything, but if they're near you, you can at least jab them a few times, and keys can be blunt force, so if you push hard enough, you can break skin. I promise you can break skin. If you are walking in a parking garage alone, get the fuck in your car and leave. Get the fuck in your car, lock your doors, and dip out. I don't care about your music. I don't care about your GPS. I don't care about anything. Get to a more public place before you decide to put those things out. You never know if someone's just gonna hop right in your car right after you hop in. Like, that's why you must lock your doors. Another thing to do, if I can give any advice at all, is when you walk up to your car, recognize the car on your left. Is it a van? Is there people in it? Is it tinted windows? If it is, get in that passenger door, lock the doors, hop in your driver's seat, and dip the fuck out. Shine a light. See if there's someone in your back seat. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but I've heard a good couple of horror stories of people just chilling out in someone's back seat and being like, I'm gonna fucking stab you while you drive. So, this is just gonna bring me to a article that I've been reading for the past, 5 years. Like, I always reread it. I give it to my girlfriends. I called Through a Rapist's Eyes, and I'm gonna link it down below, and we're gonna be talking about it because, like I said, this whole point is that it sucks being a fucking girl out in the open. Before I even get into that, I'll tell y'all a little story. If you were between the ages of 13, or I'll even go as far as 11, because these videos I see on fucking YouTube of these 11-year-olds who've been in situations is crazy to me. Ages of 11 and the ages of 18. So that is middle through high school. In those years, if a man who was already out of high school like, let's say 23 plus, he doesn't want anything to do with you other than, like, what you've got as a woman. So, don't get in their cars, don't let them take you anywhere. It is a 20-year-old man and a 14-year-old girl where he's like, I am so in love with you, and that all that's in the back of his mind is that he's got a fresh, hot piece of ass. Alright, so a woman posted this a very long time ago. I saw it on Tumblr, and it was a very long time ago, and I always come back to it and always remind myself of these things because you can never be too careful. So, first thing men look for in a potential victim is a hairstyle. Most likely go after a ponytail, a bun, a braid. It's easy to grab. I'm sorry, girls. Sometimes we just can't. Like, we can't even go as far as doing our hair without having to be afraid, and it sucks. But that's the gist of it. Obviously, everyone is different, and every situation has happened, and these are just some things that I'd like to share. So, please don't read too far into it. Don't be like, oh, women with short hair aren't always excluded. Like, oh, I get it. They're not. Like, I could very well. Like, I get it. They look for clothing. Easily removed. They usually bring some, like, scissors around with them. Like, again, we can't even dress the way we want to without having to be afraid. Sucks. Alright, they look for people who are distracted, using a cell phone, rummaging through your purse, not paying attention, music in your ears. Like, they want you to be off guard so that you are vulnerable. It says the number one place women and children are abducted from are grocery store parking lots. The number two is parking lots and garages, okay? Like, parking garages, like, are scary as shit to me. They're the worst. Number three is public restrooms. I'll give you a little story. The other night I went out to hookah. The only restroom around this place is in the weirdest, like, alley-esque type strip mall. Super dark. Outside of the hookah lounge, not even inside of the hookah lounge. Like, don't be afraid to ask for a buddy system. I want it takes a minute or two for them to realize that going after you isn't worth it because it will be time consuming. Again, I'm not trying to say that if you fight back, he's gonna go away right away, but, like, if you fight hard enough, maybe he'll, like, think you're not worth it. And, like, it's whatever, so, like, we have to keep ourselves safe. That is the motto of this video. Keep yourself safe. So, but this is from what I told you earlier. It says, keys are not a deterrent because you have to get really close to the attacker to use them as the weapon. So the idea is to try to convince these guys you're not worth it. Points that we should remember. If someone is following behind you on a street or in a garage or in a stairway, an elevator, look at them in the face and ask them a question. Because at that point, when you ask them a question, you have a second to analyze their face. You are not a target anymore in their eyes because now you can identify them in a lineup. If someone is coming towards you, hold out your hands in front and yell, stop or stay back. Mostly, they'll leave you alone. Like, fucking go away. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not about you. If you carry pepper spray with you, yelling, I have pepper spray, and holding it out will be a deterrent. So, women, there's no shame in carrying pepper spray. If you were between the ages of 14 and 18 and your parents won't let you carry pepper spray, I want to fucking talk to them. Like, so, if someone grabs you, you can't beat them with strength, but you can do it by outsmarting them. If you are grabbed from the waist from behind, pinch the attacker either under the arm, between the elbow and the armpit, or in the upper inner thigh hard. One woman in this class this guy taught told him she used the underarm pinch on a guy who was trying to date rape her and was so upset she broke through the skin and pulled out muscle strands. The guy needed stitches. So painful. You might think you'll anger the guy and make him want to hurt you more, but the thing these rapists told our instructor is that they want a woman who will not cause him a lot of trouble. Someone who is easy, someone he can get out of there quickly with. So if you are vulnerable, if you are submissive, if you are this, if you are that, like, it's going to be easier for him just to, like, finish off with you. Be as awful as you want. That just brings me to the whole, like, how we're always expected to be, like, polite to men in any situation. Like, oh, hey there, pretty girl. Like, it's like, I don't even want to fucking talk to you. Like, because women are always afraid to be mean because of our history in general. Like, if we, like, fight back, a lot of people are not about it, and it's not fucking cool. Like, if you've not seen lately, people are putting up that meme about repeal the whatever, and it's like, women's right to vote. It's like, oh, women are ruining this now, and it's like, no, we aren't. Like, never depend on a man to take care of you, and I believe that is also, don't ever rely on someone to protect you, either. Like, and we all have to protect each other in these situations, too, so, like, if you see something weird going on, like, don't be afraid to, like, speak up. You could be saving someone's sanity. Someone's, like, when a guy puts his hands up to you, grab his two first fingers and bend them back as far as you can. So, we're going to go through these 3. Number 1 is pinch under the arm or in the upper thigh as hard as you can. The next one is take his fingers. If he puts his hands up in front of you, take his finger and push him back as far as you can. If you've ever done that with your friends in school, because, like, me and my friends are crazy, it fucking hurts and you can break their fingers. The next one I'm going to tell y'all about is not in here. My dad taught me this one. So what it is called is a 911 hold. Put your thumb, if you can get any sort of, like, hold on them whatsoever, put your thumb under here, right under that cheekbone. Right under that cheekbone. Put your finger on the top, maybe even all of them, and squeeze as hard as you can, and you will give them the most excruciating pain of all time. You can even see that my face is already red. Like, if you do that, like, it hurts. It hurts like a bitch. It's like, it's unbearable. You can give someone a migraine headache that way. So, those are my 3, like, protect yourselves. Alright, of course the things we always hear will always apply. Always be aware of your surroundings. Take someone with you if you can. If you see any odd behavior, don't dismiss it. I am one to dismiss odd behavior, so we need to all stick together and recognize what behavior is just not okay. So, you might feel silly at the time, but you'd be glad if that guy was really trouble, right? It says, tip from Kwai Hondo, the elbow is the strongest point in your body. Fucking use that. I remember that. For years now, I've remembered that my elbow is my strongest point. So if I ever need help, like, bam, like, I don't care. Like, I can throw that out. Like, this is a really important one. If someone is trying to take your wallet or your purse, and they are not trying to directly harm you, they're trying to grab your purse, anything, they're more interested in what is in that purse or wallet than you. So I don't care. They are not as important as you. So you need to throw that wallet, throw that purse in the opposite direction and book it, because he's going to go for the purse and you're going to get away. I don't care if your credit card's in there, your debit card. I don't care if he cashes you out. I don't care if you take your bus card. I don't care if you take your fucking school ID. You need to protect yourself more than your fucking money, because once you're gone, what's your money good for? The elevator instead of the stairs, because the stairwell is a very prevalent place for assaults and rapes. So take the elevator if you can. Take a buddy if you can. So if this guy has you under his control with a gun or something of the sort, what you need to do is run. 1 out of 100 times he'll hit you. And if you run in a zigzag, even worse chances for him to get you. Like, just run in a zigzag. That goes for anybody in a shootout. Like, just run in a zigzag and run, and they won't, more than likely they won't. So I guess this is the last one. So I didn't take all of it. I'm going to link it down below so you can read it and keep it on mind or whatever. This last one is, like, if y'all know Ted Bundy, he played on women's sympathies and, like, vulnerabilities to rape and kill them. So just because a guy is nice does not necessarily mean that he has the best intentions for you in the first place at all. So I just wanted to come out and fucking say this shit, because I think it's bullshit that we have to fucking act like this. And I wish my video was like yesterday, because it was super upbeat, it's super amazing, and I was super into it, but, you know, my words just did not match my mouth. So let's just... Thank you. So thank you. Thank you.